move around with some of the birds, and Galileo the Great Greys inhabiting a new aviary. Oh, it will be if we can see it. See how she gets on. The viperine snakes have actually just come out. Have a look at these. When I say there's a couple there. So behind the glass again, open top, but they're getting that sort of boosted warmth from the sun, not in a cold wind. It's just such a lovely time of year if you love your reptiles, your herptiles in general, whether they're in the wild or you've got them in nice outdoor enclosures like these. It's just lovely to see them. I can actually see another snake sliding around in the background right at the grassroots level. Not sure whether it's another viperine or a grass snake, but literally instead of sitting and watching, I've just popped over really quick. I don't know what that was, but yeah, middle of February, but you're getting that little taster. Last year, everyone keeping stuff in greenhouses and so on, they were all saying, oh, it's all gone wrong, all my snakes are woken up, all my lizards are woken up, it's only February, it's hot spring days. And of course then it got really, really cold and everything went back to sleep for a few weeks. But interesting to see how these reptiles come out when it's warm, and they'll go back underground if it's cold. There's even a ladybird over there. Unfortunately it's a harlequin ladybird, as they nearly all are here, thousands of them. An American invasive species. When did you last see a British small two-spot ladybird? I'll wager you haven't seen one for a long time. So we're just coming out to fly Molly, the Jer hybrid. This is Matt, head gardener at Holdenby. And this is his boss Ewan. And these guys, these guys here have just removed stuff from here. But you guys that come to our weekend openings, do you remember what's changed? Because I didn't, and I see them every day. How strange. So on that note, with a beautiful backdrop of a blue sky and the gardens here, bear in mind guys, it is basically these two guys that do the whole of Holdenby Grounds and Gardens when it comes to the gardens themselves. A bit like the Falconry Centre, a minimal amount of staffing and yet such an amount of beauty and talent amongst that staffing. So we're getting ready for Easter. You've seen Molly before more than once, but let's just see her fly. She's getting fit with Emily putting her through her paces. She's saying, nope, I'm not flying because my surroundings have changed and I don't know what's missing. He's literally been nosy. She's watching the gardeners working. And if it was Wurzel the bald eagle, he would have now flown away to the horizon just because there's something new, never to return again. Generally, falcons are much easier going than many other species of birds of prey we work with. If you want a bird that just chills out around dogs and everything, falcons certainly have that. But this one's still nosing at the gardening work going on behind me. Look at her.
You've got to hear a while.
Emily's trying to encourage her away. She's done a poo, she's going to go. She's lighten that load in preparation for flying. Go, and there she goes, doing her outrun, getting her airspeed to do what a falcon do, and that's use height to give itself, hold on guys, don't get dizzy, to give itself speed. Emily's just getting her lure ready. So being a falcon, typically for display purposes, we exercise them to a lure. Can you see her, Emily?
Sitting down.
Oh, we won't show that bit. So a job for a display falcon, and most hunting falcons, isn't to sit down and rest, it's just stay airborne. But you don't mind it too much if they just go and take a seat before the lure comes out, as long as they don't keep stop starting during their exercise regime, or you can't get them fit. They get out of breath a bit, have a rest. So therefore you can't get that fitness to increase much. Here she comes. Whoa! Look at that. Look at that. Using that height, pulling those wings back, fighter jet mode. Wow. A terrible sky colour here for a greyish falcon. You get the idea. Whoa. Look at that. Every time she misses, taking the wind out of her sails, God, getting those muscles burning because she's got to fly on by. Get some height, whoa, get some speed. You can see her getting tired. He's trying to stay close. So I'm going to shout at her and saying, you're going to get your reward now. You didn't beat me, but I'm going to let you have it. There we go. Wow, killed it dead. Excellent. Middle of February, baby slowworms have emerged from hibernation, brumation, and also has an adult one and another baby one. So got a mesh lid, but it's through glass. Spring has sprung in the slowworm enclosure on view to the public. My main enclosure, I haven't seen any slowworms yet. That's open topped and it's not glass, just normal sort of UK temperature. So interesting to see there is a little bit more warmth obviously through the glass there. This one open to the elements, but of course that glass still gives you a bit of a greenhouse effect. I better start sifting around and getting some, maybe some extra grub in there. So the butterfly border all trimmed back for spring now, most of the dead stuff taken away, but it's put on a compost heap because there'll still be things, there'll still be spiders, insects and so on hibernating in the dead heads and the dead stems of your garden plants. So they're just going to stay warm and be safe, but for sure try not to cut back your flower borders in sort of in the autumn so they look all neat and tidy like this, because those dead stems are really crucial overwintering sites for a lot of mini beasts, a lot of invertebrates for sure. But our compost heap here designed for invertebrate life, and as it grows, this is brand new, sort of in the autumn, so as it grows and matures, that's going to be a real food source and habitat for a lot of invertebrates, which will then become food for toads and hedgehogs and birds and so on. So these enclosures are still sort of called for winter. We're not going to clean them or anything like that until the spring, until Easter, but you can see they look pretty good. So we've got the natrix in there, grass snakes and viperine snakes in there, but in here now empty. The glass lizards have gone to someone else who already has a colony of glass lizards and is intent on breeding them. The ocellated lizards have gone to someone that had a big male and was looking for mature females, the European eyed lizards if you like. So this, with a little bit of modification, not a lot, I need this to have sand lizards in to educate the public and enthrall the public in the magnificent UK wildlife, and really to point out it's not just about stuff with feathers and fur. The reptiles and amphibians in the UK, whilst low in species numbers, we have world-beating and world-class beautiful creatures. So I need sand lizards in here. Guys, if you're in the UK and you know anyone producing sand lizards that are available, I don't want the Russian ones. They don't have to be UK. They're not going to be rewilded, but they've got to look pretty bang on as good as UK sand lizards. Please, someone send me a message. I need a small colony of sand lizards to look great in here with good signage, educating the public. Crebo is grown on from a little tiny hatchling. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, he was. He's disappearing fast. Smooth line variety, more or less, I think. Ooh, thank you. But a lovely looking guy. Black-tailed crebos are just fantastic. If they were sort of £100 each, I think you'd have to say they'd be the coolest sort of pet snake out there. Really tactile. Almost, look at that, almost inquisitive looking, the way they behave. Almost intelligent, they are inquisitive, almost intelligent looking. But pretty cool, watch it. Pretty cool. Greedy, fast growing. Dry mark on. The youngest yellow-tailed crebo, pre-lay shed, I hope. Certainly feels that way and looks that way. She's about to shed. It'd be nice to see the scarring come off her neck, where on the second round, the big old male thought she was food rather than fun. Don't even bother. Puff, puff. Whoa. You're looking cross. Oh, that's an angry looking crebo. Look at that. Then she can't really see. Albino black rat snake. Glowing pink eyes. Ooh. Mess with me and I'll have you. Tickle, tickle. He's just kidding. Guinea pig, what are you saying? What is it?
Say yay! Oh, there we go. Yay! Clap it, Danny! You're okay, don't make a fuss, it's not that bad.
Taking a safe route through all the thistles.
I know you're all muddy now, aren't you? You lambs. Doesn't like it.
What is it, Lil? 2 days of solid rain, a lot of stormy wind. It's forced me to catch up on all my office work and orders for the Falconry Centre, the stuff we need for renovating this spring before we open at Easter. I'm now oiling the wooden doors we had fitted back at just before Christmas, so hopefully that'll alleviate the nagging from Jackie. Shh, don't tell her I said that. So that's getting done. I've got Robbie Roams on YouTube on the telly while I'm working. If you don't know who he is, check him out, Robbie Roams. He's written books all about travelling around the UK. Yeah, Jackie and I really want to get out and do a bit of roaming around, whether it's Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or just our lovely, beloved Norfolk. But we feel like we're long overdue just for a few days escapism. Robbie Roams, check him out on YouTube. He's even wrote some classic, fantastic books on tour in the UK. We've got a beautiful island. As much as I love my tropical hot places for reptiles, we've got a beautiful island here. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. Jackie's nursing away heavily. She'll be home soon. Her shift will finish soon. I'll see you in the next one. If you like your reptiles and things, for goodness sakes, hop over onto my other channel, Reptiles. If you like your real falconry, hop over onto the Falconry channel. Check those channels out, but I'll see you here really soon.